Imagine waking up every morning with clarity, strength, and purpose. No dread, no chaos, no distractions, just you, your thoughts, and a mind as sharp as a sword. Does that sound like a fantasy? For a Stoic, it's reality. The words you tell yourself in the first moments of your day don't just matter, they define who you become. Today we'll uncover 10 things every Stoic tells themselves each morning to walk through life with power and grace. These aren't just empty phrases, they're tools to master your emotions, sharpen your mind, and transform your days into something extraordinary. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. Are you ready to take control of your mornings and, in turn, your life? If the answer is yes, then hit that subscribe button and join this growing community of thinkers, dreamers, and doers. You won't regret it. Now let's begin. I control my mind, not the world. The world is chaotic, unpredictable, and often unfair. But the Stoics taught us this simple truth. You can't control the external world, but you can control how you respond to it. Marcus Aurelius himself said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Say to yourself, I control my mind, not the world. Today I will master my reactions, no matter what life throws at me." Say you're driving to work and someone cuts you off. The old you might have slammed the horn, yelled, or carried that anger into your day, but the Stoic you pause, breathe, and remember, their actions are beyond your control. Your peace of mind isn't worth the cost of reacting. Here's where people push back. They say, but sometimes you need to react, you need to fight back. True, there's a time for action, but Stoicism isn't about passivity. It's about choosing your battles wisely. Do you really want to lose your peace over a stranger's bad driving? Seneca wrote, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." Why? Because anger is like fire. It burns hottest in the moment. Wait, and you'll find it wasn't worth it. Today I will encounter fools. Humanity isn't short on ignorance, selfishness, or foolishness. Epictetus warned us about this, saying, "It is impossible to learn that which one thinks one already knows." Before you leave your bed, tell yourself, I will meet fools today, but I will not become one of them. For example, say you get to the office and a co-worker starts bragging about something or talking about someone else. The old you might have joined in or felt annoyed. But the Stoic you sees them for what they are, lost in their own insecurities, and chooses to stay above it. This one stings because it forces us to admit that sometimes we're the fools. Reflect on that. How often have you acted out of ignorance or arrogance? And how did it feel afterward? I am mortal. Here's one that makes people uncomfortable. You're going to die. I'm going to die. Everyone we love, mortal. It's not morbid, it's motivating. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Tell yourself, I am mortal, and my time is limited. Today, I will focus on what truly matters." Think about that task you've been avoiding, the dream you've been delaying. Maybe it's starting a business, calling an old friend, or finally getting serious about your health. What are you waiting for? Remind yourself time waits for no one. People avoid thinking about death because it's depressing, but they end up wasting their lives in the process. Would you rather confront the truth and live fully, or avoid it and drift aimlessly? My emotions are signals, not commands. How often do you let your emotions dictate your actions? Anger, fear, jealousy, they're powerful, but they don't have to control you. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Every morning say, my emotions are signals, not commands. I will observe them, but not obey them blindly. It happens to everyone when you feel jealousy when you see someone else's success. The old you might have spiraled into bitterness or self-pity. The Stoic you examine that feeling and use it as a reminder to focus on your own path. Hardship is training. Marcus Aurelius believed that obstacles aren't just roadblocks, they're stepping stones. He wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Say this to yourself. Every challenge today is an opportunity to grow stronger. You face a tough situation at work. maybe a demanding boss or an overwhelming deadline. The old you might feel defeated, but the Stoic you see it as training, a chance to sharpen your skills and prove your resilience. Some people call this mindset toxic positivity, but Stoicism isn't about denying hardship. It's about using hardship as fuel. The question isn't, why me? It's, how will this make me better? I will live with integrity. Integrity isn't just about being honest, it's about living in alignment with your values. Seneca said, to live with integrity is to be at peace. Tell yourself, no matter what happens, I will act with integrity today. You're tempted to take a shortcut or bend the truth to avoid trouble. The old you might have justified it, but the Stoic you knows that nothing is worth the cost of your integrity. When was the last time you compromised your values for convenience or approval? How did it feel afterward? I am not owed anything. This is a hard truth to accept in a world where entitlement feels natural. We're raised to believe that if we work hard, we're owed success. If we're kind, we owe kindness in return. But the Stoics saw things differently. They believed life owes us nothing, and that freedom lies in letting go of expectations. Epictetus famously said, "Remember, it is not he who gives abuse or blows who affronts, but your opinion that these things are insulting." When you wake up, remind yourself, I am not owed anything today, not happiness, not fairness, not success. Anything I receive is a gift, not a right. Imagine working tirelessly for a promotion, only to see someone else. Less deserving in your eyes, get the position. The old you might have spiraled into bitterness, complaining about how unfair life is. The Stoic you takes a different approach. You acknowledge your disappointment, but remind yourself, I was never owed that promotion. My work is valuable whether others recognize it or not. You redirect your energy into honing your skills, knowing your worth isn't tied to external validation. Some argue that this mindset enables complacency or acceptance of inequality. But Stoicism isn't about passivity, it's about clarity. You fight for justice because it aligns with your values, not because you feel entitled to a reward. I am part of a greater whole. The Stoics saw life as deeply interconnected. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on this, saying, "What brings no benefit to the hive brings no benefit to the bee." In other words, we're not isolated individuals, we're threads in the vast fabric of humanity. Each morning, remind yourself, my actions today will ripple beyond myself. I am part of a greater whole. This isn't just about selflessness, it's about recognizing that your fulfillment is tied to your contribution to others. Seneca said, "No man can live happily who regards himself alone, who turns everything to his own advantage." You must live for your neighbor if you would live for yourself. This doesn't mean neglecting your own needs. It means finding balance, knowing that your well-being and the well-being of others are intertwined. I will not waste time. Time is the one resource you can never get back. The Stoics were obsessed with this truth. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Yet how often do you waste your mornings on distractions, scrolling through social media, hitting snooze, or dwelling on trivial worries? Each morning tell yourself, time is precious and I will not waste it. I will focus on what matters." This isn't about cramming your day with endless tasks. It's about spending your time intentionally on things that align with your values and goals. Imagine waking up and immediately reaching for your phone, losing 30 minutes to mindless scrolling. The old you might have justified it, saying, "It's just a habit." But the Stoic, you knows better. You set your phone aside, take a moment to reflect and start your day with purpose, maybe journaling, exercising, or planning your priorities. If time were money, would you spend it as recklessly as you do now? Imagine handing over $10 every time you hit snooze. Feels different, doesn't it? Some might argue that relaxation or entertainment is wasting time. But the Stoics didn't advocate for constant productivity, they advocated for intentionality. If watching a movie or taking a nap aligns with your values and rejuvenates you, it's time well spent. Gratitude is my weapon. Gratitude might not sound like a weapon, but for a Stoic it's a shield against negativity and despair. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." Gratitude isn't just about feeling good, it's about shifting your perspective. Gratitude is my weapon. I will focus on what I have, not what I lack. This simple act transforms your mindset, helping you approach challenges with strength instead of defeat. You wake up to a long to-do list. The old you might feel overwhelmed, dreading the day ahead, but the Stoic you pauses and thinks, "I have work because I have a job. I have responsibilities because I am trusted. I have challenges because I'm alive." Suddenly the weight of the day feels lighter, and you approach it with a sense of purpose. Think of gratitude like coffee. It doesn't erase your problems, but it gives you the energy to face them head-on. These 4 principles, humility, interconnectedness, valuing time, and gratitude, are more than morning affirmations. They're the foundation of a life lived with purpose, resilience, and joy. What you tell yourself each morning shapes your day, and your days shape your life. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. What will you tell yourself tomorrow morning? Let me know in the comments below. Remember, every morning is a chance to begin again. Stay strong, stay Stoic, and I'll see you next time. Good day.